overall thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, missed opportunities, turnovers, too inconsistent. Uh, I thought after the first drive, defense, really, really tightened up. I thought, they played hard all night. They communicated well. They did a good job.
Within that, I mean, do you feel like your defense played well enough to win? Because for the middle of that game, it looked like they were doing some good things.
Yeah. No, I think, they definitely were doing some good things. I think just, when you look at, opportunities, we had offensively, we didn't capitalize on those. You just can't turn the ball over, that many times.
How hard is it to play the style Winnipeg's defense demands they could play, where it's you got to be patient and they keep everything in front of you? Like, how difficult is it to sustain drives and play that way all game?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? I mean, it's we talk about it all week. First down's the key, for them. And on that first drive, we converted some second longs and stayed in the field, or at least got into wedge situations. Some short yardage. But yeah, I mean, you got to be able to finish those drives too, right? So, to consistently move the football, they do a good job defensively over there.
What do you make of Jeremiah Mozeli's performance? Some big mistakes, put some pressure in his face. How do you assess it?
Yeah, obviously, him coming in and I thought he looked really good all week. I think he played with confidence. I mean, first opportunity out there, you're always gonna miss some things. But I thought overall he executed when he could. We just got to help him out a little bit more.
A lot of people are asking, why didn't we see Chase Bryce in this game, either to start the game or at some point later in the game when it seemed to be getting out of hand? What's your response to that?
Well, I never felt like it was too out of hand until they're in the fourth. But yeah, I mean, he'd been going the whole game. He'd done some good things. He had moved the ball, right? I think it's big mistakes that we got to stay away from.
The quarterback situation going into next week, how confident are you that Nathan will be back? And if he's not, who's the guy?
Yeah, I mean that's too early to answer right now. So, we'll look at it. We'll look at the film tonight. We'll discuss and go from there.
How tough was the backwards pass that Jeremiah threw down the line to Butler?
Yeah, I mean, it's a play that we got to learn from. It's it's a tough lesson to learn, but just like I told those guys, we're gonna, don't let, our emotions or frustrations of this loss, cloud our ability to learn, and we got to learn from those type of things.
As a coach, it's kind of your first bit of adversity now with back-to-back losses. Does the message change at all? Do you do anything different?
Well, I think we just look at ourselves. I mean, I told the guys in there, we have a good football team. It's a good football team, but we got to continue to look at ourselves and are we making the right decisions? Are we doing the right things to help us win? And it's for us, it's all about whatever the result is, making sure that we learn and we stick to our process of what we believe in, and outcomes really shouldn't dictate who you are and what you believe in. But we're definitely going to, just like after a win, we're going to look at everything and we'll look at tweaking things and continue to grow.
Jeremiah seemed pretty locked in to Keon and Justin for much of the game, but there wasn't a lot of separation really anywhere in the receiving corps. Are you getting enough from that unit right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you look at how Winnipeg's defense plays, and a lot of the quicker games and things like that, perimeter options are taken away, right? So you look for those second level shots, you look for those over the middle at times or outside. So yeah, I mean, I think just that's just kind of where the ball went tonight. but just like the receiver position, every position, we gotta take a hard look at, and continue to look at where we are and where we can improve.
Any thoughts on the Woodruff ejection at the end of the game?
I got to see it better. I haven't seen a replay, so I got to look at it better.
About you had 3 injuries, I think Tavai, Allen, Finley. Anything? None of them look serious, or are they?
Not that I know right now. I'm sure I'll find out more, tonight and tomorrow. But we're hoping nothing serious.